Hey everybody, I want to welcome y'all to Acopia Home Loans today. We are here with Jeff Stein and Rhonda Holt. They have graciously let us come and visit with them today. A couple things before we get going. I want to recognize them as number one, as a diamond sponsor. It is awesome that you guys have stepped up, became one of our top tier sponsors. I just can't say thank you enough for the commitment that y'all have made, not only financially, but also with your time. Y'all show up to events, you're involved. I just want to tell you thank you before we even get rolling. So we appreciate you. All of us from Sumner Realtors, thank you for everything y'all do.
You're very welcome.
If y'all didn't know, I found out a very interesting fact. Acopia stands for, that was my drum roll, a company of people in action, which is really cool. I had no idea that that was even a thing. That's just another little unknown fact that maybe y'all can use in trivia later on, what have you. Also, I want to let you know Rhonda Holt has been she is a three-time affiliate of the year, which is really cool in 2012, 15, and most recently in 22. Jeff Stein, not to be outdone, was also our affiliate of the year this past year. Fantastic job. Both of you, as I said, always involved. Can't tell you how much we appreciate it. So let's get started. Want to talk about why we're here, what we're doing. Obviously, we want y'all to understand that without you guys, without other diamond partners and platinum partners, this thing just doesn't happen that Sumner Realtors is. We have to have y'all support. So obviously, we want to come here and just hear from the source. What's going great, what's not going great. So first off, Rhonda, if you don't mind, tell us about yourself. Sure. Tell us about what makes Acopia different. What sets y'all apart?
Okay, I'll be happy to. So, I came on board with Acopia in 2011, and they brought me on to open this branch. And in 2012, we were fortunate enough to bring Jeff Stein on board with the Acopia team. And since then, we've added several other loan officers. We have Brandy Green on board with us several years. We have McLean Fowler. He's been with us a little over 3 years. We have Tyler Johnson. He's been here a little over 2 years. And then we have Stacy Dupree. So we have a great team.
Yep.
And we're very proud of that. So I guess one of the things that I think is unique or different about us is we actually are owned locally and we are headquartered locally. So we're really proud of that because it's very important for us to be community based. So that's
Sure.
one of the things I think that stands out for us. But also, I think, it always starts at the top level to me, and our leadership to me stands out, our culture stands out, and just our commitment to our referral partners, our builder relationships, and really just our community. I mean, that's our goal, is to serve.
Well, and that's y'all have definitely demonstrated that. As I said before, we gave them awards. They've definitely been recognized for their efforts, but it's ongoing, right, Rhonda? I mean, it's not
Yes.
like this is just a one-off thing. This is something that if you want to stay relevant, if you want to be out there in the community, you have to put forth the effort.
Exactly.
So I applaud y'all for doing that. Definitely have a great team here. I've met all of them myself at some point or another. Definitely a fantastic team around you for sure. Jeff, as far as Acopia goes, what kind of unique products or services would you offer? So, in layman's terms, if I come to you, what are you going to do that would be different from the company down the road?
Well, first I want to say that Acopia has all of the standardized products that you would find, like FHA, VA, conventional, jumbo loans, rural housing, and they service those very, very well. But the thing I really appreciate is that Acopia has stepped out and they are definitely trying to be very forward thinking and trying to meet the market, and that is that not everybody fits in those boxes. And so what kind of products can we offer that would help other people obtain home ownership? And some of those things would be like helping self-employed borrowers. They have products that, with just as little as 10% down, we can do things like just using bank statements instead of pay stubs or tax returns, because many times somebody who's self-employed may write off a lot of things as far as their expenses. And if they write them off, we can't use them in the standardized financing for them to qualify. So this allows them to qualify for a home, which otherwise they may not be able to. Also, 1099s in lieu of tax returns. So again, we're kind of skipping over and not seeing the write-offs and being able to use more income for them to qualify. They come in fixed or adjustable rates, interest-only products up to $3 million, for loan amounts. So, and as low as 660 credit scores. So it really helps bring a whole lot more people to the table and give them much more opportunities for home ownership as far as self-employed borrowers. We also have, for your investors, we have things that would be like a minimum 20% down. This would be not based off of income, so there's no debt to income ratios involved. We're not looking at their tax returns. It's just basically off of cash flow.
Okay.
So as long as the new payment is covered by the rental payment, pretty much that's going to be it. Again, credit scores down to 660, loan amounts up to $2 million. So it's a great way for investors to be able to step into a market where otherwise they may not be able to show enough income to cover 6 homes plus the new one that they want to put in their portfolio. So those are some other good products. Other things would be like asset loans. Asset loans means, like, let's say they have no income that you can really qualify at all. Maybe they're retired or they're just on a pension. So those particular loan products are going to be really great for those people. As long as they may have a lot of assets, we can just use those assets and not qualify off of income.
Yeah.
Other special things are non-warrantable condos, cash out refinances in less than 12 months for seasonings, all kinds of good products to help people be able to move forward with their desire to own a home. Yeah.
Well, it definitely sounds like, and I think it's very, very relevant and a very good thing to have diversity in your portfolio and to be able to literally offer a little bit of everything to everybody.
Right.
I think that's a great business practice. I mean, you don't want to just, be contained to one certain thing. Open it up for trying to help everybody that you can.
Right.
And it sounds like you literally ran through the gamut there.
Yep.
Of all the different products. To me, it sounds like it's the place where definitely people can go confidently and find a product that's going to work for them for sure.
Right. The landscape of how people finance their properties is very different than it was. So maybe 50 to 60% probably get their traditional financing, or they might get a 30-year fix. But there's a huge percentage that maybe doesn't.
They don't fit in the box.
They don't fit in the box, and you need to shift. You need to pivot, and you need to find those resources, which we've done. We've done a great job of putting together just a really nice selection to be able to serve everybody's needs.
Yeah, and I feel like just y'all hit the nail on the head. The box has changed.
Yeah, it's
You
changed. Right.
If anything, is there even a box anymore? I don't know.
Well, the box is there. The people have changed.
Okay.
The problem is they just don't fit in the box that's outdated. The box is outdated.
Right.
Well, and it's it's a product of our market, right?
Yep.
That the one thing that's consistent is that things change, right?
Yep.
And you have to. I've said it for a long time. You have to adapt and overcome.
Correct.
I feel like you guys have done that. I feel like y'all are, coming outside of the box and thinking outside of the box and saying, hey, look, these are things that we can do to potentially bring more customers and turn them into clients for the long haul because we have the products and services for them.
Right.
I feel like that's a great product for you. Jeff, one more question for you here, and Rhonda, anytime you just pipe right on in. How has being a member of Sumner Realtors benefited your career or your business? Now, I know that's kind of a broad question or what have you, but definitely want to let people know, what have you guys got out of it? What have y'all seen that y'all love, and just expand a little bit on that.
Well, mine's going to be a little unique. I joined Sumner Realtors back in 1986 as a realtor. So when I joined back as a realtor in 1986, I was full-time realtor for 16 years. 11 of those years was in new home sales, and then I moved over to the mortgage side, which I've been doing now for 23 years. So Sumner Realtors has been a part of my business for almost 40 years now, and I really have a lot of good things to say about Sumner Realtors, from the education to the community, as far as being able to support the community and the changes that take place there. The relationships that I've made over all of those years, just has been invaluable. So Sumner Realtors has been a huge part of my business, both as a realtor and now as a mortgage lender and mortgage advisor.
Well, and I'm glad you said something about the education piece, because I do know that you have been a fantastic instructor for us. You've done a great job with the mortgage class, and then also a little more drum roll for you. We're going to have our ACE class coming up in the fall, and Jeff and myself will be teaching CE on that course as well. So Jeff was instrumental in putting that together, along with Shelley and everything. So great job by you, Jeff, for sure. In '86, I'm going to age myself here. I was 8 years old.
Oh my goodness!
In '86, so
well, I age myself too.
Yeah.
I'm 60.
But it's awesome. It does speak to experience. There's really no way to really get past the experience of it. You know, you've been around, you've seen things, and Lord, things have changed for sure. Yeah. So that definitely speaks to somebody coming and working with you. Rhonda, what are your thoughts on that as far as coming into Sumner Realtors, or telling people about it? What would you say about it? About Sumner Realtors?
Yeah, absolutely. So we kind of have a mantra at Acopia. It's like, be seen, be heard, be involved. And so that's kind of, I guess, my message for anybody that's thinking about becoming part of the Sumner Association of Realtors, because if you're present, if you get involved, that's the way that you can build your own business. You want to be around like-minded people. You want to have mentorship. And you want to take advantage of all the education opportunities that are there, which is, there's just a long list of really helpful things in the education department that I've seen. So, and then show up, go to events, participate. There's a lot of opportunity there to be involved in your community. There's a lot of outreach there. Join a committee. That to me has been huge. Over the years. That's how I've, grown my business by, be part of a committee, get to know those people, be involved. There's nothing better than sitting across the table from a group of people and you're working together for something that's a common theme, and that's to serve, right? So that builds long-lasting relationships. And then the other thing is, it's really critical for them to think about the affiliates that they're on those committees with, they're participating, they're involved with, because that's their way of building their team. Sure. Because if you want to be a strong individual in the industry, you want good people around you, and what better way to meet them is at events, educational, that type of thing. So it's a great way to build a full team of people, of lenders, home inspectors, whatever. It's just a great way to do that. And then for me, it's just a great way for them to give back. They can invest their time, they can invest their resources, their talents. There's just a lot of different ways to do that. Because at the end of the day, aren't we here to serve, our community, serve our clients? And I just think it's a great way for them to pursue that, not only in just personally, but as a industry. And it's just a great association. It's been really beneficial for me in my career, and I've just made a lot of friendships, a lot of long-standing referral partners, and I just can't say enough. So I would strongly encourage a new realtor to be very active.
I really appreciate hearing that. Thank you from Sumner Realtors for saying that. These are not paid actors, by the way. So that being said, we are later, Jeff, later. So that being said, we are definitely happy that I am definitely happy that you've said something about participation and showing up and getting involved. This is a relationship-driven business.
Yeah.
Whether you're a lender, whether you're a home inspector, a realtor, it doesn't matter. Everything's based off a relationship, and I feel like that's how you survive in this business. Is just like Rhonda said, you have a team that's built around you. You make that connection. That's who you count on. That's who you depend on. You call them up at 9, 10 o'clock at night. Hey, I got a question here. Those are the people that you go to bat with, and those are the ones that have your back. So, very good point there for sure. As far as anything wrapping up, is there anything else that you would say, like if you had your 10-second elevator speech with somebody, what would it be to say, hey, we want you to come and work with us at Acopia? What would be your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I guess for me, it's, I would say that Acopia we're just so much more than just, about lending and home loans.
Mm-hmm.
We're a very tight-knit group. We're committed to serve, and I love the leadership and how they lead us. I love our culture, and I truly believe it. I mean, I've been here since 2011, and I've never wanted to go anyplace else. The longevity of the people here is just outside of, standards that we see in the industry.
Sure.
And we've been voted like one of the best workplaces year after year after year. And that we vote on that, so we get to voice our opinion, and we win consistently. So that's
awesome.
My elevator speech for Acopia.
Jeff,
the thing I love about Acopia too is that they understand we're in a referral business, and so everybody in our support all understand that, and they all work to make that referral. So the point is that if the people have a great experience and we're able to get them closed and then exceed their expectations, that looks good on not only us, but it looks good on the agent that may have referred them, because the bottom line is we all need referrals from those people, and if they have a good experience, we want them to have not just a good experience, but one that they can't help but share with others. Right. And talk about it. Yeah.
Well, I would say definitely, in wrapping up and to kind of summarize what I've heard, we have a great team here. We have longevity in the business. We have people that want to be involved in the community. We also have the willingness to serve, not only the community, but also your clients. It sounds like y'all go above and beyond. You have the products for them, but you also have the personal touch that keeps them coming back. Sounds like a great company. I encourage everybody to give Acopia a shot here. Even if you're using your own preferred lender, we all need options. You always want to give your client a difference of opinion, so to speak. It sounds like Acopia has their stuff together here. I can't tell you how much we appreciate y'all letting us come out. On behalf of Sumner Realtors, we appreciate you guys, Acopia. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you.
All right.
Yep.
And a Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.